Do you remember your first love? The butterflies, the rush, the feeling that time stood still, and then your first heartbreak. But why does it still hurt when you think about it even if years have passed? Why does something so beautiful leave scars so deep? In this episode of Decode Love, we're diving into the psychology and neuroscience of first love, why it hits us so hard, and why it can take years, even decades, to heal from it. Some of the answers might surprise you. Let's start with this. First love isn't just a memory, it's a blueprint. You see, most people experience their first love during their teenage years or early 20s. That's a time when our brain is still developing, our emotions are intense, and we're learning how love feels for the very first time. Our emotional world at that stage is raw and wide open. We haven't built up emotional armor yet. We don't have the experience to tell red flags from green lights. We dive in head first without a life vest. And here's what's happening inside our brain during that time. When we fall in love, especially for the first time, our brain floods with dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. These are the same chemicals involved in addiction. In fact, MRI scans show that the brain of someone in love looks almost identical to the brain of someone high on cocaine. No joke. That's why love feels so euphoric, and why losing it feels like withdrawal. Now here's another twist. In adolescence, the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for rational thinking, is not fully developed. So what does that mean? It means that when we fall in love for the first time, we don't think our way through it. We feel our way through it, deeply, impulsively, intensely. But it's not just chemistry, it's emotional imprinting. Psychologists talk about the concept of emotional imprinting or attachment blueprints. Our first serious relationship teaches us what love is supposed to look and feel like. If that relationship is safe, supportive, and mutual, it builds a healthy foundation. But if it's chaotic, full of jealousy, silent treatments, or emotional highs and lows, those patterns can stick. They shape what we believe love is, and those beliefs often carry into future relationships. Think about that for a second. That first love, it might still be influencing the partners you choose today. But here's where it gets even more powerful. The pain of first heartbreak activates the same areas of the brain as physical pain. That's right. Being rejected or left by someone you love feels neurologically like a broken bone, except there's no cast, no doctor, no prescribed healing time. You're just left with the ache. And because it's your first time feeling that kind of emotional devastation, you often don't know how to process it. There's no emotional roadmap, no manual. You just hurt. Many people idealize their first love because it feels unfinished, like an open story. This is called an open emotional loop. When something ends without closure, without clear understanding, the brain treats it as unresolved. And our mind, especially when nostalgic, loves to revisit things that are unresolved. We think about what could have been. We wonder if we did something wrong. We imagine a different ending. That's why first loves often feel like the love, when in reality, they were just the first chapter. But can you heal from it? Yes. And the first step is understanding what that relationship taught you, about yourself, about love, about your needs. Ask yourself, what did that relationship mirror back to me? What patterns did I pick up from it? What parts of me were shaped by it that I no longer want to carry? Because while your first love might have hurt you, it doesn't get to define you. You're not the same person anymore. You're wiser, stronger, more whole. Here's the truth. The scars from first love aren't a sign that something went wrong. They're a sign that you felt deeply, and that's not weakness, that's power. And maybe, just maybe, that heartbreak cracked something open in you that allowed even more growth, more depth, and eventually, the kind of love that doesn't break you, but builds you. So if your first love still lingers in your memory, that's okay. Let it be a memory, not a roadmap. Let it teach you, not trap you. You are allowed to close the loop, to take the lessons and leave the pain, to honor who you were then and choose who you want to be now. If this episode resonated with you, leave a heart in the comments below. Tell me, what did your first love teach you? And don't forget to subscribe to Decode Love for more videos that help you understand your heart, your patterns, and your path to deeper love. Because here, we decode love, one story at a time.